Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. All right. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay? Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And bam, look at that, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Emerald Lagasse here. Bam! Wheel of Fortune. That's great. That's perfect. That's expansive energy. This is, to me, this is kind of a card that says right off the bat, things are going to get easier, right? Things are going to get better. Things are going to grow. Things are going to expand. Things are going to prosper and thrive and flourish, right? We can just leave it at that. Let's just make this a one-card reading, right? This is beautiful. Let's put it into some context, though. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what areas of your life are going to receive this expansive energy. Oh, Two of Cups, right? Some love energy. This sense of connection, your sense of these deeper emotional bonds. Intimacy is increasing, right? Very strong Leo energy already in the reading. And this abundance, emotional abundance, celebration. This is like, food and wine. This is nectar and ambrosia. We've got some court cards here. We've got some temperance that's being called for. That's good. We don't want things to expand so much that we get kind of, sick of being at the buffet, so to speak. We've got the moon energy there in that position, leading us to the Nine of Cups. This is really, you're going to be very, very happy. Let me just tell you that. I kind of feel as if your attitude is changing a little bit. You see, we've got these two court cards down beneath everything. You're thinking and feeling in different ways now. And I think that you've been working on kind of harnessing your thoughts and feelings, right? Your heart and your mind. And I think this change, this internal, not really a change, but like a shift in your perspective, right? I think is bringing in all of this abundance. But let's select the mystery card before we get too excited here. Oh, and look at that. The one card that jumps out of the deck is the Death card. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. We're going to put the mystery card here, Mr. Ed, on top. We're not going to look at that one until the very end. All right. And it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comments below. Let's use our intuition. Let's do it together as a group exercise. All right? I think it'll be fun. The one card that came out is the Death card. I think this is the reminder to go for it. Do it. Enjoy this, accept this, pursue this, right? Go forward with this with your entire spirit, with your entire heart and mind and body. Experience this because it is not going to last forever. Nothing does. So the Death card, I think, is our reminder. We'll put it right at the top, what Castaneda would say. Death is always a couple of feet behind you. So you better make every day count, And maybe that's what this, because the Death card's also about transformations, right? So maybe part of this is the way that you've been working on your internal environment, your thinking and your feeling, right? Your heart and your mind. And I think that you've been looking at life through a different lens, right? A different perspective, clarity, rising above the tumult, rising above the chaos and the difficulty, to see things for what they are, to appreciate things in a different way. And here, with the Princess of Cups, this is kind of your ability to manifest your dreams, Well, to do that, see, here we have that 9 of Cups. And that's about living the dream, right? The dream that keeps on dreaming, happiness that keeps on happening. In order to do that, you've got to be able to dream. You've got to have the capacity to dream. This is really wild. You're going to be very happy. Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side. Things are going to improve. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get easier and then some. Good things are coming in. And I think for some of you, the good things is going to be love, sense of connection, a sense of intimacy. Right? It is like a one-on-one kind of connection. Having that soulmate kind of feeling, that true love feeling. Now, it doesn't have to be romance for all of you. For some of you, this is a sense of purpose. This is falling in love with an idea, with a belief, with a dream, right? Whatever that dream is. Maybe this dream is that intimate connection, right? Maybe this dream is something else. Maybe it's something career-related, something creative, something artistic. Could be a business, could be a family, could be, I don't know, whatever the dream is. We all have different dreams, right? And that's just the point, because this is the fish in the percolator. This is the dream. This is your ability to see these things, to use your imagination, to have fantasies and desires and drives. So I think lately maybe you've been noticing more and more dreams, more and more waking dreams, visions, daydreams. And I think you have a pretty clear idea about what living the dream means to you, right? And for some of you, yes, it's going to be very romantic. It's going to be quite passionate, too. We've got a strong Leo connection here. So for some of you, there's a very strong Leo energy in your life. To have this lust or strength card here behind you as the motivating force pushing you forward, this says that in whatever this dream is, whether it's a romantic relationship or, whatever this true love is for you, there's passion and creativity abounding. Right? This is a real sense of magic. This is a sense of, courage and bravery, strength and control, but a sense of creative control. And again, it kind of goes with this theme of to live the dream, you've got to have the dream, right? To have creative control, you've got to have the creativity, right? To tame the wild beast, you first have to have the wild beast. You have to encounter the wild beast, right? So this is kind of, in some ways, this is unbridled passion that needs to be bridled, that needs to be directed, that needs to have a focus. So you've got to have a dream. Otherwise, this is energy that just dissipates. You've got to know, just like in this card, you've got to know what you're pulling down from heaven. You've got to know what to reach for. Yeah. And as you do, you're going to be very successful. You will grasp it. Up above everything is the 6 of Wands, victory. This is also Jupiter in Leo. So we've got that lust or strength Leo energy here. And now we're saying, with the 6 of Wands, reach higher. Reach further out. Expand. Whatever this dream is, and also Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Whatever this dream is, think bigger. Whatever that is, think bigger than that even. Right? See how far you can push your imagination with this thing. Because right now is the moment for you to absolutely go for the biggest dream that you can imagine, because nothing lasts forever. Things are always changing. Death is always a step behind us. Change is inevitable. Nothing can last forever. So grab it now. Enjoy it now. Pursue this thing now. right? And maybe if we're always in this active pursuit and we're always trying to think bigger, right? Always trying to expand our mind and our hearts and our imagination, maybe we'll always be a step ahead of this horse and rider behind us that eventually will just overcome us, right? We've got to keep going. We got to keep the pace here at least. The Three of Cups in the future position, or this is what's before you. This is real abundance. This is the nectar and the ambrosia. This is kind of the carrot on the stick, on the little string, and then you're always going after the carrot, And this is a sense of community. This is a sense of love. This is a celebration. And again, we're saying, let's expand this. Let's reach for more. Let's push the boundaries of our imagination in terms of how good this could feel, right? How happy we could be, how connected we can feel. And maybe because we're approaching the end of the year, we're going to be in December here very soon, I think. Maybe we're all starting to feel this way a little bit. And end of the year celebrations, holidays coming up too, Three of Cups kind of events. Maybe we're starting to think of the new year and thinking, this is the year, the time is now. I've really got to start pursuing my dreams in a big, big way. Pushing myself in a big, big way. No more wasted time. No more dissipated passion and creativity. It's to me, it has this kind of New Year's resolution feeling, but we don't have to wait for the new year. The Wheel of Fortune is the cosmic timepiece. This is Spirit's wristwatch. Says, no, time is now. We don't have to wait for the 1st of January to make a resolution. We can do it right now. We can do it right now. Now, we're going to shift to the path of the serpent because this is where we see a little bit of a balance to this, right? And we need that. We always have to maintain this kind of balance. And as we shift over here, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Right? It's totally free, right? It doesn't cost you anything. And send me some comments. I love reading the comments. My favorite part of all of this is hearing from all of you. I appreciate you. All right. First thing, the higher perspective, right? The Queen of Swords. Taking that dream and really soaring up into the heavens with it, to be able to look at life and maybe from this shift in our consciousness, a shift in perspective, we can see how little things are. From way up here, things seem really tiny. Let's expand. Let's make this dream bigger. From up here, it seems like a small dream. Let's make it bigger. Let's strive for evermore. Right? Let's exceed. But we have to exceed by delicacy. And that's the Art or Temperance card that comes next. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to go too far, too fast that we end up getting sick to our stomachs at the buffet and we've got to go home. Lie down. Loosen the belt. So we have to do things moderately. We have to do things in balance. We have to always keep a perspective. We've got all this fire. We've got it balanced by water, see? And we've got maybe a little bit more water here than we do fire. Let's take a look around. We've got water, 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 water. Even some water in this one, right? It's the Queen of Swords, water of air. And then we've got fire, fire, fire. So balance is necessary. Balance is needed. We have to always be aware of kind of how much we're striving, how much we're yielding, how much we're pushing and working and trying to expand and grow and focus, and then how much we're kind of letting ourselves relax and dream and enjoy. Right? And it's really, with those of you that are resonating with this on a romantic level, this is the idea that, hey, we need to we need to focus on the building and the growth of the relationship, not just on the kind of smothering with all the love stuff. You know what I mean? There has to be a balance between that fire and water. So the art, it's an art. There's an art to life, right? It's not just as much as you can all at once, as fast as you can. You know, that's barbaric, right? We want a little bit of refinement. We have to make it an art. We have to turn this pleasure, this dream, this living the dream into art. There's got to be a little bit of strategy. There has to be fluctuation. There has to be give and take. There has to be striving, but then also yielding. Right? There has to be this shower of love and affection, but then also there has to be a little bit of, holding back, focusing on other things, right? There has to be a left brain, right brain kind of balance. The same way that we're seeing the balance between the water and the air, the heart and the mind. So like I said at the beginning, I feel like you're kind of in this shift. You're able to really, you're thinking in a new way and you're feeling in a new way. You are dreaming. You are having these visions and epiphanies and realizations and fantasies and these intuitions and these gut feelings. And you're able to see things in a more objective way. And you're finding that these really overlap. Your thinking and your feeling are together. Your heart and your mind are in unison, right? Your beliefs and your values are one. And with this, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish, right? We've got to do so in a balanced way. Now, the moon card here, this is the difficulty. This is kind of saying, yeah, I want to dream big, but I can't see what's at the end of the tunnel here. I don't know what's through this doorway. And that's kind of the trick with this card, with the moon card. It says that what you want is just on the other side of the horizon. You just have to go through this darkness, and there's your goal. Because the Nine of Cups is on the other side of this, right? And we're scared. Because it's not guaranteed. It's not certain. Can you send me some proof? Can you take a picture of it and send it to me holding up today's newspaper or whatever? We don't trust it fully. And nor should we. But that can't prevent us from trying. We won't know unless we go. Yeah. This is something that we could be like 99.9% sure of. Pretty sure the sun's going to rise tomorrow morning. We can't know until we get there. Right? We can't say for 100% certainty anything until we go through the darkness and find that certainty for ourselves. So we want the certainty before we go. We can't get the certainty until we go. It's a little bit of a paradox here. We've got to do it. And maybe to help us, we'll do one of these divine doorway affirmation cards. These are very lovely doorways. And they're always rather inspiring. So maybe one of these will help us. Distant dream, it says. How fitting is that, right? How on the nose can this actually be? Distant dream is the doorway. In case you don't believe me, it says distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Pass this card on, it says. So here we have this whole reading about dreaming big, right? As you dare to dream big, so must it be. It's very on the nose. But then I like what it says there about passing it on, right? As you're living your dream, Nine of Cups here at the end, this is satisfaction, this is happiness, this is pursuing your happiness, following your bliss, living your dream, right? This is happiness that keeps on happening because you keep dreaming bigger and bigger. Dream one little thing, you get it, then what? You got to keep going, right? That's why this is the best card. It's a 9, it's active. It keeps moving, it keeps going. It's like the wheel of fortune keeps turning. And once you're living this kind of life, you cannot help but be an inspiration to others. You're passing that card on. You're a living example. Other people will see you and say, I want to live my dream too. Yeah. Beautiful energy. So beautiful. I want to look at the mystery card. I want to see I want to see how good that's going to be, right? This has got to be one of the best readings that I've had. Coming off of this full moon energy too, I think this is really spectacular. This is the start of a really great energetic cycle of readings. I'm so happy that we could bring these messages to you, Aries. If you have an idea about this mystery card, put your prediction in the comments below. And while you're there, subscribe to the channel, right? Again, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. I would like to see some earth energy. We don't have anything to really ground this stuff. Okay? The closest thing we really have is the Princess of Cups, because it's earth of water. Right? The princesses are the earth element of the suit that they're in. So it's earth of water. So it's kind of like manifesting the dream. Right? It's pulling things out of the dream world, bringing them back with you into the waking world, right? You see that kind of trope in movies. Well, that's what this is about, manifesting dreams. And also having that object, that dream object, as kind of a mental, spiritual prompt to then enter that dream world again, right? You bring something back from your dream, if it's a crystal or stone, a mineral, an object, a little tiny horse or something. Then anytime you have that object, you can enter that dream again, right? So it's kind of a magical talisman or amulet even, that maybe you do have something like that. But that's the closest thing to earth energy that we have, so I would like a little bit more earth. Yeah. I think a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles. No, it's the 10 of Cups. Well, this is even better. The 10s are the number of the kingdom, of completion. Right? It's the final sphere on the tree of life. It is the kingdom, the physical world. This is the dream come true. Right? We have the 9 of Cups of you living the dream, and this is you in the dream, kind of being grateful for it, being thankful for it, right? Living in that world that you're creating, living in your kingdom, right? So this is a good confirmation for me. And to me, this really does say that we're dreaming, we're living the dream, we're pursuing our happiness, and it's manifesting. But the idea here is that we don't want to stop at the 10, because the 10 should, in all reality, be just a return to unity, right? You got a 1 and a 0. Returning to the unity, and then the process starts again. Right? Nothing is final. Nothing is final. So we have to always be moving. We have to always be working on a bigger dream, the next dream. Right? Always working on something. And that's how we keep this. We're going between a 9 and a 10. That's the sweet spot. Sweet spot's like a 9.5 in the tarot, you know? You don't want to get to a 10 and have it stop. You don't want to have to start over. So let's just keep pushing this life bigger and bigger and bigger, right? As much as we can. Very nice confirmation card. Now we're going to do an extended reading, and if you want to stick around for that, and I think you should, click on the link up here in the corner. All right. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Aries, but for every sign. I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. I hope you'll come back and join me again tomorrow. All right, let's hang out. It's fun. I like it. Readings specifically for Aries are Mondays and Fridays, but you can come back every day. All right, I don't mind. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It really helps out the channel. It's good for us here, and I appreciate it. So I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.